Hello and welcome back, buddies, to Real Fun Times. I am Snoelle.
And I'm the doctor.
We're happy to have you with us today.
We're happy to be here.
We're very happy to be here.
Yeah.
We got very exciting news earlier today that we hit 1,000 downloads.
Absolutely.
So that was
Cheers,
unexpected.
buddy.
Yeah, I opened my email and I was like, say what?
Yeah, that was a great surprise.
Yeah, that was awesome. That and was this the 25th? This is the 25th or
This
show?
is our 25th show.
Yeah.
Our silver anniversary, is that the right one?
I'm bad with that. I don't know.
I know there's paper.
I only remember paper.
The worst. Let's just skip that one.
Yeah. unless it's like paper money. Hey, feel free to make it rain on these guys.
We'll have to go back to Showgirls for that kind of paper.
But yeah, so exciting stuff.
I kind of wish I had a better movie to bring you guys for the 25th because
damn right.
Lord Snowy.
We're
getting ahead of ourselves, but
I'm not even going to say it failed to meet my expectations. That is such an overstatement.
Yes. I didn't even have expectations and they were crushed.
And being the Marvel fan that I am.
Right. You'll have some special thoughts to share. But before we do that, how's it going?
It's going pretty well.
What's up? What's new?
Not a whole lot. I was off today, so I did a lot of stuff for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Did some stuff around the house. Not a whole lot. It was a busy weekend at work, so just kind of relaxed. I actually have a fun fact for you today.
You brought me a real fun fact?
Yes, I do.
Yay!
And it's not movie related. I will say that, but it's something fun about our state.
Oh, I like that. Carolina Pride.
The North Carolina flag bears two dates: May 20th, 1775, and April 12th, 1776. Today is the date the colony of North Carolina ratified the Halifax Resolves, becoming the first colony to officially call for independence from England.
We were the first?
We were the first.
Get the fuck out. I did not know that. That's a real fun fact. No, I'm very proud to be North Carolinian.
First in flight and first to say, fuck you.
Take that, queen. She's had a bad week. Let's lay off of her.
Yeah. Should we get into the intro and all that good stuff?
Our live watch intro, our opening thoughts, if you will.
I didn't ask you how you were. I was like, cool, me, great, let's go.
It's fine. I'm the same. Chilling like a villain. And so hot. I feel like I might be going through the change.
It's real early for you to go through that.
But let's get into that intro like you mentioned.
Let's do it. Tonight's film is the 1986 Marvel movie, Howard the Duck. A sarcastic humanoid duck is pulled from his home world to Earth, where he must stop an alien invasion with the help of a nerdy scientist and a struggling female rock singer.
Wow. What a plot.
So,
I like that he's defined as sarcastic. That's a good start for me.
Yeah. And you've never seen this at all, right?
Not at all. I've heard lots of stuff about it, but never seen it.
Like, I saw this once when I was a kid, but like I literally remember nothing.
Your memories are real loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
You know there's a duck, you know Carolina and the city's in it, and that's about it.
I think he may have a penchant for smoking cigars. I could be wrong. I could be thinking about Scrooge McDuck. I don't know.
I love me some Scrooge McDuck.
I did
some
too.
DuckTales. Woo!
My God, Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
And the pilot. He was a lot of fun. I think he eventually got his own spin-off.
The Rescue Rangers.
Is that what I'm thinking?
The little Tom Selleck and Indiana Jones.
Like, there was a duck pilot that would fly them around sometimes. He wasn't
Darkwing Duck?
No. I'm thinking of Scrooge had a pilot that would drive them around sometimes that eventually got its own little spin-off series. But I may be confused on all of that.
It's possible.
You know what? Why don't you let me know during the previews?
I shall. Let's press play.
So, man, we should go into the previews.
The preview song. The preview song. Talking about previews.
Ah, genius. I'm going to give you a standing ovation each time.
Thank you, thank you.
What'd you dig up about this gem?
All right, 1986 when this movie came out.
Ooh. Let me tell you who. Universal Pictures and Lucasfilm.
All right, so this is directed by William, I guess it's Huck. It's Huyck. Huyck.
Yeah.
Written by and directed by him, but it was based on the characters created by Steve Gerber,
Okay.
who was the one who created it for Marvel. IMDb 4.7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Metacritic 28 Metascore, 5.2 user rating. Rotten Tomatoes 13 on the tomato meter, 38 audience score.
38?
38.
Little high in my opinion.
I think the 5.2 user rating for Metacritic's pretty fucking high.
But isn't that out of 100?
No, the Metascore is. That's 28.
You mean it's 5 point out of 10? No. This is wrong.
Incorrect. All right, we have Leah Thompson playing Beverly, who is our lead singer of the band Cherry Bomb. Now,
They were named Cherry Bomb?
I didn't even know that until
Didn't catch that.
Didn't catch that at all.
I love it though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a great name for a punk or rock or whatever they are.
Yeah. Whatever they are. So one of her her second movie was Jaws 3D, which we
That's going into
that's 100%. Yeah, Shark
Week.
Week. Yeah, 100%. But she was in a ton of great stuff in the 80s. Red Dawn, Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3,
Oh,
Some Kind of
great.
Wonderful. And then there was a ton of other stuff too. Obviously she was a titular character in Caroline in the City.
Mm-hmm. Which I enjoyed. I did like that little show.
I remember some of it, but it wasn't something that we really watched a ton in my house.
Yeah, I didn't.
So I don't remember anything really like nondescript about it, but she also starred in this series on Hallmark. It was like these 9 murder mystery movies called the Jane Doe movies. And then she's been in a ton of TV shows and small movies over the years. But she's worked steadily. We had Jeffrey Jones as Dr. Walter Jennings / the Underlord, the guy that
yes, him. The Dark Overlord of the universe.
Yes. We all know him. For me, Principal Rooney, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Big time.
The only,
Big time. But in so many things, right?
A ton of shit. He's in Amadeus, which is a personal favorite movie of mine. Beetlejuice, Hunt for Red October, House Guest, Devil's Advocate, and most recently, he was in the 2019 Deadwood the movie.
I didn't catch it. I need to.
And Deadwood,
Great
I was
great show.
Big fan of that. We had Tim Robbins play Phil. Yeah. He was actually nominated for a Razzie for this role.
Well, good. I'm still angry about it.
Same. I will die angry about it.
Heard it here first, folks.
In Toy Soldiers, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie from the 80s. Toy Soldiers is this movie about this prep school where it's all these diplomats and rich people, their children go, and terrorists take it over and hold the boys hostage. It's an excellent movie.
Sounds pretty good.
It's a really good movie. Top Gun, Bull Durham, Twister, Jacob's Ladder, Jungle Fever, Hudsucker Proxy, of course, Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, I mean, it's
the pinnacle.
Yeah. I mean, really, literally, to me, one of the finest movies ever made.
Amazing film.
Ready to Wear, Mystic River, and then most recently he was in Dark Waters, and then the show Castle Rock. He had a recurring role.
Good show. Good little show.
Never seen it.
I think it's horror.
Okay. I mean, check that out then, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ed Gale, he was in the suit of Howard the most. It was actually 6 guys and a chick that did the Howard.
It wasn't children?
No, it was.
I guess you wouldn't hire a child.
You would hope not.
Mm-hmm.
But he has had roles in Spaceballs,
okay,
Child's Play, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, hate the movie, love the soundtrack, Polar Express, and most recently a movie called Pandemonic, which I think we talked about the other day.
We did talk about it.
So that's kind of weird. And then Chip Zien was the voice of Howard. Most notably that I saw from his resume, House of Cards.
Chip. I kept thinking it was fucking, and I told you Empire, but that wasn't right.
And Terrence Howard was totally right. Terrence Howard's the lead.
You were
on him.
right.
Yeah.
I was thinking Boardwalk Empire.
That's hilarious that you thought Boardwalk Empire, and
And
just the yeah.
Steve Buscemi is the voice I kept hearing in my head.
Okay.
His little inflections, his little,
Mm-hmm.
not dead on, but definitely a young
Okay,
version
I
of
can
him
see
at
that.
this time. Just doing the voice because I don't know what his career looked like back then.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's fucking giant now, but
Interesting thing about Buscemi, he actually used to be in kind of a former life before he was a actor. He was a firefighter in New York
Steve
City.
Buscemi?
And when 9/11 happened, he actually went to his old station and fought with them.
Get the fuck
Right?
out! I love him a bunch more now.
Right?
Steve-O.
I know. Like, the first time I read that, I'm like, my ass is like, oh, stop it. Like, I can't.
Oh,
Like,
Snowy. Get yourself together, madam.
I think things are sweet and it comes out of my eyes. I can't help it.
No, you're
Someone's
blessed.
going to love me for my kind heart one day.
You're blessed with human emotions, and I shouldn't make fun of you for that.
Anyway.
Please continue.
I've also got a list of other people that we see throughout the movie, but we'll talk about them when we cross that bridge. Couple little things. This movie cost $36 million to make.
36 for what?
Because Lucas thought it was going to be the shit. He thought, 'cause he had just built Skywalker Ranch, which was like $50 million, and he thought this movie was going to get him like back in the black. And when it didn't, he started selling off assets.
Wow, Georgie.
And what's crazy is his good friend Steve Jobs was like, hey, you just came up with this CGI animation. I will buy it from you at like way above like market value. I mean, it was, he paid a penny for it.
Sure.
Later became Pixar.
Get the fuck out, mind blown. Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. Good dig. Fucking previews this week. Had to make up for this shit of a movie.
But should we get in, do you think, to our first roll clip?
Let's do it.
In this, so we find out that this was George Lucas who produced this and had a hand in it, and we were real upset and didn't understand. We question who this movie is for. We meet our title character, Howard. So let's go into this clip that we're calling Motherfucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. George Lucas film.
No.
Did you say the George Lucas film?
Wow.
Leah Thompson, that's her name.
That's her name, for sure.
But obviously we're only going to call her Caroline in the City.
Oh, definitely. Tim Robbins.
Okay.
My little chickadee. Oh. Miss your bill pressed against mine. A lot of this, huh?
I mean, I guess how they got away with using that because it was a Lucas film. Like,
awesome. Hell yeah. Was this for adults?
I don't think it was for kids.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Howard's super like popular and accomplished. Splash dance. Hee gross.
Oh, yeah, he does have cigars. I was right.
How weird. It's hard to take seriously.
That's how I feel when I flip channels. It's going to be a girly magazine. Oh my God, goodness. It is.
Oh no, those are breasts, right? With nipples?
Oh my God, he's masturbating.
I don't think so.
Oh. I was like, he is a violent
You were upset
masturbator.
about it. You were upset about it. I don't really love his apartment, though, to be honest.
No.
Oh my God, they do have nipples. I don't like that.
I feel like...
I don't like that. Are they gonna show us a duck dick?
God, I hope not.
It's gonna be my new password.
Duck dick?
69.
I thought you were going to go 420. Why is he the only duck affected?
Is that a giant vagina in the sky?
I know.
Or maybe more of a butthole?
Secret butthole.
The butthole of truth. He can breathe in outer space?
Maybe he doesn't need oxygen?
Duck lung? Is that Obi-Wan? That sounds like motherfucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I want to look it up real bad.
Can't.
I mean, it would make sense if it was him.
Wow.
I mean, it would make a lot of sense if it was him.
It is a butthole.
100% anus. But he got here pretty quickly.
Yeah. But we don't know why this is happening. This
Nope.
magical butthole.
No.
Does anyone know why a magical butthole happens?
I mean, like a lot of buttholes could be considered magical if you really wanted them to.
I would say that's probably true.
To answer your question that you asked, Richard Kiley was the voice of the Cosmos.
And is Richard Kiley Obi-Wan?
No.
Son of a bitch.
No, I had to. That was one of the names I did not write down, and I was like, no.
But it sounded a lot like him, did it not?
Oh, it totally did. Now I'm like scrolling through to make 100% sure I'm not lying to you. Okay, no. Okay, all right. Okay.
I
No, no.
believed you. So what? Here's the thing. Some of this setup was clever. Most of it was not.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, and I'm sure this was for budgetary reasons, I would have loved to seen a little bit more of Duck World versus having this television flip
Yeah.
channel, introduction
That it's
to the world.
literally just like Earth.
It's exactly the same, but with ducks.
Yeah.
And the haphazard explanation later for why this happened, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's.
I do appreciate some of the jokes and gags that were happening. Like there was a lot of rephrasing of classic movies with the
Mhm.
word duck, or just
W.C. Fowl, like
yeah,
I mean,
and he's
my chickadee.
and it was almost like a sloppy Forrest Gump of the photos with the president and important people.
Oh,
And a smidge of that would have gone far. And I feel like they overplayed their hand there. But yeah, basically we're in this duck world and Howard's hanging out at home and then he's not anymore.
Yeah, all of a sudden he is just unexplicably. I think he is spanking it, or maybe quacking it.
I was thinking to myself when I was writing my notes, how long will it be before we start making quack jokes? And it has been 2 minutes. In fact, in the notes for that clip, I put quacking centerfolds.
God, we're the worst. People we're turning this off immediately.
Yep, done. But yeah, so he goes through the pink butt hole that takes him to Earth. And he lands near a
punk club and some trash.
Mm-hmm.
And these punks immediately decide they're gonna pick him up and take him in and throw him at a dude.
Yeah. And that's we meet immediately our homie Caroline.
Right.
She's playing in her little punk / rock group behind a fucking cage.
Yeah, behind
this place is rough.
Fence, yeah.
Rough fucking place, but we go in there and it's like dee.
Yeah, the music does not match the look. It's actually her singing.
That's her?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that's not bad. She did well.
They did not know. She did not know, when it went to until she pretty much went and saw the movie, if it was gonna be her voice or it was gonna be dubbed. She wasn't sure. They left her voice.
Fucking tell her, guys. George, poor form.
Indeed. So her band's playing, and then it's this hilarious moment where the bouncer sees Howard and he's like, "No kids," and then chucks him into more trash where he's met. First of all, it's like, okay, if there's no kids, why would you throw a child like that?
You don't throw a child into a trash because they can't be in your club.
Yeah, that's not.
There's beer bottles in there.
It's dangerous. Probably needles.
Definitely needles at this club.
And then poor Howard, I think he's chased by more punks or something, and then he ends up and looks like a toxic waste bin, and the lid's put on, and there, bless his little heart, he sits.
That's it.
And there is kind of a funny thing, where I guess before that, there was that biker gang called Satan Sluts.
Oh, I love Satan
And the one
Sluts.
chick throws him onto something, and I think in that clip where you see him run, and you're so delighted. You're I hope he runs the entire thing.
Loved his little run. Doink, doink, doink.
Guess how much his costume was.
Well, now this I'm going to put on the positives because I really was impressed with his duck head. It seemed very soft, very feathery. I loved his little mohawk.
Hmm.
Like, the thing I probably was least impressed with was the bill.
I thought you were going to say his little butt sticking out because you were real mad about that
I
little
didn't
butt
care
sticking
for
out.
that. I didn't care for those butt feathers.
I thought it was cute. Doink, doink.
But what was the question?
How much do you think that whole
The costume.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess. I don't know. $5,000.
$2 million.
Well, here's your first problem, George. $2 million.
Yeah.
Why, pray tell?
The animatronics and stuff. I can't.
But I thought there was a human in there.
There was, but I mean, like there was things that was like moving, you know.
I see.
But still,
The eyeballs, I guess.
How does that? Can't you have somebody in there being like, yeah? I mean, I don't.
I am astounded at that number.
Aren't you though?
Wow.
So yeah, finally Howard and Caroline and the city meet.
They meet the besties.
Yes. So these guys, like, she's done with her set. She's walking home by herself. These two grimy.
She gets accosted.
Yeah, but like these two grimy guys, they harass her, and Howard, in his little tiny thing, he's his little tomb. He's like, not going to stand for that.
He steps up, and that was rad.
Yeah, and between the two of them, she's pretty tough too. I mean, she's like,
she's not.
Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Beats him off. Nope. No, she fights her way to success and does not get harassed anymore with Howard.
Fights her way to success. It's the best. Second.
Defends herself. She defends herself.
Beat him off. Like I see her with like pink fucking boxing gloves. Like, fight your way to success.
Come to this ladies' retreat.
Oh Lord,
God.
that was genius. Yes, she fights her way right into success and takes him home.
Yeah,
because
like,
she realizes he's bummed out. He's gonna just kind of go back to that little hole he was in.
she's taken him being a duck super well.
Everyone's reacting to this duck in a chill manner.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's the club environment. It's late. People are drunk. And they're like, I don't cute costume. But this is not a costume, guys. And she seems to understand that right away. And it's like, do you need somewhere to crash?
Yeah, I got a
Now,
loft.
let's say the duck had saved me from a terrible situation. Helped me fight off this bad thing. I'd be like, whoa, thank you, and whoa, crazy, you're weird,
Yeah.
and good luck with stuff, and thank you again. But
yeah,
good luck
I'll
with
always
stuff.
remember you.
Never forget, Jack.
Yeah, exactly. But guess what? I'm laying on the
gonna
door. You're
slide
not.
you off this door real quick.
Oh, not enough room.
Boop.
I'm tall. Gotta stretch out.
You can swim, right? You're a duck. So yeah.
Which, spoiler alert, he can't.
Yeah, and that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
I don't take kindly to that little.
Like, shouldn't he at least be able to fucking float?
Sit down. I remember saying, just sit down in a puddle.
Yeah.
You found your home.
Good to go.
But
G
yeah,
to G.
she's got a bigger heart than I, and she takes him on home.
She does indeed. So Howard decides he's gonna pick himself up by the bootstraps, if you will, and he's gonna assimilate into human society.
Yeah, because they've realized, oh, we're really fucked. This guy's just a janitor and has no idea how to get me back to Duck World. I'm fucked. I gotta make the best out of this situation.
You know what? I'm going to find myself a job. So what does he do? He goes to Cleveland unemployment, and he is met by this very sassy lady who is like, what?
It's so ridiculous. I'm going to find myself a job, and I'm going to the unemployment office. God damn, Howard. He's got more gumption than a lot of humans.
Yes, he does. And I guess the lady that like he sits with, she's all like, they send the tough ones to me.
Another completely accepting the fact that she's talking to a giant duck.
Well, I love that she says, and I put this in quotes. I made sure I got this right. She's like, you think because you look controversial that you're gonna get out of getting a job?
She takes it personally, this job. She's gonna find you a fucking job. I wish I knew this lady.
Right?
She is not gonna rest. And she doesn't
Just-
care what you look like.
Yeah, until she gets you in the job that's perfect for you. And where does she send him? To that like hot tub, hot.
Oh,
It's like a
the
sex
sex
dungeon.
place.
The sex dungeon, yeah, the hot tub sex dungeon, which makes I don't understand what he does. Like,
Why is that a job that's part of the employment she would seek for people?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, I get that it's a job and it's a place in an area somewhere
sure.
that people do.
Yeah.
But A, why does she know about it and wants to participate? And B, decides that Howard the Duck would be the perfect. What qualifies him for the sex dungeon?
I think because it's hot tubs and he's a duck in water. I think that was her. That was her.
Well, that's just short sighted.
Well,
I was on board with this lady, but now I've got questions.
well, I think things like this in the movie are the reason that like William Hayek guy, whoever, well, this was his last film. He pretty much after this,
he retired,
and he pretty much was like Hollywood was like no mas. But you know what's funny though? I think he wrote one of the Indiana Jones movies.
Must have been Crystal Skull.
No, like one of the.
Look at that shade. Oh wow. So what happens at the sex place?
The guy there's that. There's people making out in hot
but not
tubs.
with Howard.
No. He's kind of the towel
Towel
pool boy. He's sort of the hot tub boy.
The worst job.
And then the guy who owns
at the hot tub sex place, you don't want to be the towel boy.
Ew. So crunchy.
Oh God, those crunchy towels. Oh Lord.
Like, why is that candle? Jesus.
Whoa.
Different kind of sex dungeon.
An insight into Snowy you didn't think you'd see.
Yeah.
Humna. Oh God.
I'm done here. The guy that owns it's a prick. And then at one point he tells him he's got to go. Like, oh, isn't it the point where like there's a couple making out in the hot tub and like he throws Howard in and Howard's like, I can't swim. The couple doesn't even they don't even look back. They're like, get down. They don't even care. And Howard's like, whoa. And I'd be like, is there a giant fucking duck in the hot tub with us?
That's the least of my concerns. Not only is it a giant duck, it's talking.
Yeah. I thought because it was you. Like, this place is a cesspool of germs.
Well, yeah,
why are we here?
I can't make out here. No.
Well, she used to work for a pool company. Like you know what happens. And
I know the dirty, and it is dirty.
And then like, there's a scene after that where like he wants him to go into this big like this hot tub of sludge. And then I guess Howard ends up pushing the guy in, and he's like, "I'm done. I'm out of here."
Enough.
Yeah,
he's had enough. Earth has not treated him well.
No, bless his heart.
He is. He's trying his best. He's, what's a duck gonna do?
He's gonna find himself back in the old stomping grounds where he landed.
He goes back there to the old trash bin and looks longingly at the punk club
and says, "You know what? I'm going in.
I got a friend here after all."
I guess that's going to take us to our next clip. No shirt, no shoes, no problem?
Oh, he's going to go see her.
Yeah. I feel like she wouldn't be successful in that club.
No, this is not the right vibe for this club. She needs to be at like a coffee shop downtown somewhere, but they seem to be enjoying it.
Kind of liking it. It's like smooth,
this is their chill night.
Mellow, yeah. Punk light.
So many lacy gloves everywhere.
Do you want some lacy gloves?
I kind of do.
Yeah?
I've always wanted fingerless gloves.
Oh, I've got some fingerless gloves. I fucking love them.
I bet you do, girl.
Yeah. I love a fingerless glove. She's like, I can't even with myself.
They're upset. Is this better? All right.
What did they say?
That's a guy. That's a fucking guy. It's just really young.
Oh, that's a dude.
Yeah, that other dude with the hat is definitely a dude.
Yeah.
Wow, there's some really open-minded folks and then some real freaked out folks.
Yeah.
I guess that's how it would be. I feel like more people would be freaked out though than chill.
Probably. God, I hope he fucks him up.
I hope so. I feel like he can't.
How dare you breathe cigar in my face?
He's a tiny duck. I mean, what the
Yeah,
fuck's he gonna
like
do?
that guy and his mustache. Actually, I feel like all three of those dudes I've seen in stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
I feel like that should happen all the time at that place. They're
Yeah,
behind
like
a
they're-
cage.
yeah. In case someone wants to throw fucking beer bottles at him.
Uh-oh, here he goes.
Like
Is he super strong?
that guy with the stash is loving it. Frenchie is
Yeah,
absolutely
he
loving
loves it. Oh, shit. So it's very James Bond
My God.
music.
Did he just kill the guy? Oh.
Oh, shit.
What? This
I-
is so like
It's bad. Real fucking bad.
I feel like
I feel like they
the
don't...
way people talk about this movie, like it's one of those like it was silly when it came out, but now like it's just
so bad. It's like they think it's made for children, but not. They're very confused. The tone of this movie
Is that Holly Robinson
Pete?
Pete?
I don't know what that is.
Well, she was Holly Robinson then. She used to be on the show Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
I
Hanging
loved
with
Hanging
my
with Mr.
man, he's
Cooper.
also Cooper.
Very nice.
I loved that show. It is 100% Holly Robinson Pete.
Good fucking eye, Snowy.
Thank you.
This movie's full of people. It's
It's
crazy.
absurd. Brought to you by George Lucas. Like, what the
And I feel like I got transported to the duck world
fuck?
where
Right.
nothing makes sense.
Oh no. Somebody's gonna fuck him, and I'm real upset about it.
No, Snowy.
Somebody is
You
gonna end up.
cannot will this into being.
Look.
So they are buddies.
He just like make a pig sound to him.
Oh, that's how they know each other. There's no way that chick's banging that guy.
I feel like I could kind of see that. Like it's an intellectual nerd.
Opposites attract and shit.
Yeah.
Whatever with your fucking logics. Get it out of here.
All right.
Hoo-wee.
So, I didn't tell you this, but I kind of in my notes I also referred to this clip as "That's a Guy" because there were so many people in this.
There were a bunch.
Obviously, Holly Robinson Pete,
Yep.
my girl,
Nailed it.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper, 21 Jump Street, the original,
Yes.
and the movies. We had Richard Edson, who played Richie. We know him from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Strange Day, Super Mario Brothers, Do the Right Thing, Three from Hell, and then a movie called Frankenfish, which I'm real interested in looking up for the podcast.
Interesting, yes.
We had Tommy Swerdlow, Real Genius, Child's Play, Spaceballs. We had Miguel Sandoval, Clear and Present Danger, Get Shorty. I mean, like he's had like a ton of stuff to his name. And you said when we were listening to this, you made the comment, you're like, it's like it only goes downhill from here.
Yeah.
It only gets, and you're 100% right.
And it wasn't great up to this point.
No.
So it's a real indicator of what's about to happen.
What's to come. Now, what's funny is that George Lucas apparently, after the failure of this film, he is quoted as saying, in 20 years, this is going to be a masterpiece. Thought you'd like that.
Georgie. Bless your little heart. Well, you also created Jar Jar motherfucking Binks.
Yeah,
So
which you have no excuse for.
anything that you have to say is completely null and void in my heart.
Oh, wow. Them's fighting words. Somebody out there was like, Jordan was my favorite.
Also, I'd like to share a couple of the notes I had for this segment.
Oh, I'd love to hear those.
I have lacy gloves as far as the eye can see.
Mm-hmm.
Howard teaches Caroline's manager a lesson. And butt feather openings. Now, we grazed on this earlier, but man, I had a problem with those butt feathers coming out of the pants.
I don't understand why.
I don't
think it's
either.
funny.
It makes sense. You know, you wouldn't want them to protrude
Right.
just like a weird
Might be
butt
like
thing back there. But I guess if you're in a duck society, you would know what's back there.
I think though, because like they can
they have to
move.
poop.
Well, I was gonna say because they can move, and it's kind of like almost like. No, granted, it doesn't like help make them mobile, but I think because they're little, they can kind of wag their little butts, if you will.
Sure. It's
And
expressive. Yeah.
It's something almost like if you keep it in the pan, it's like, oh, this is bothering me because I really need to move this thing.
Yeah.
Which I often think about my backside.
Like a dick.
Oh.
Ooh, classic off sync there.
Heterosexual and a homosexual talking.
So, yeah, how do they, I mean, I know how they poop, but how does their modern society, well, they didn't tell us. They give us that brief 5-minute intro into their world through television. So many questions. So I mentioned the fact that he teaches the manager a lesson.
Yes.
Now, what exactly was going on? He was fucking around with Caroline.
Yeah, apparently, and he was pretty much almost. I feel like it almost alluded to maybe he was thinking about trying to like rape her or talk her into sex later.
Yeah,
or, like trick her into sex.
Weird.
Yeah, and of course these two skeevy guys that he's talking to, and Howard's like smoking a cigar, not loving it, and he says, "You know what? Fuck your couch."
And I do love that about Howard is he's got a very strong moral sense of justice
and take care of the ladies.
Not
I love that.
Afraid of stepping up when needed.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm a fan for sure. So yeah, and also like you said, so many fingerless gloves. I love the fingerless glove. As a child, today, tomorrow, I don't have lace ones.
I loved that they were not only lace but also fingerless.
That's Madonna.
I do want a fingerless leather glove. I feel like that's real cool looking. Maybe have some studs on it.
Ooh. Take you from 1 to badass and 0 to 60.
Maybe one day I'll get a pair.
I smell a Christmas present.
So Howard kind of decides he's going to take over and be her manager, right?
Yeah, like that when he's got, I love it, he's got a pull stick or something in the guy's earring, pretty much like threatening to like yank it out. And he's like, you're going to give me the money.
And he's like, call off your homies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you're never going to talk to her again. I'm her manager now.
This is how it's going to go.
And then after the show, that's when we find out that Tim Robbins is like banging.
That's right. He's there.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And we're like, why does she know him? Why does she know him? He's banging one of her bandmates. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Which at the time I was like, that's fucking stupid. And you were like, actually, kind of makes sense. She's all punk and he's like straight laced. You know, love would connect somewhere in there.
Yeah. We're going to hop on to our very next clip. And we are calling this, We Just Want Health Insurance. Do you want to talk about what's happening in this clip?
Yes. So my notes say, if it's hard boiled, then it doesn't work that way. Bill's a dumbass. And Howard inspired NWA?
Crazy. My notes say pink sock turning on them, evil duck, so many people. What is this? Oh.
It's your handwriting, sweetie.
I thought it said leather, no joint. And I was like, I don't know what that means. Leather, no jeans.
Even better.
Duck molestation and hard eye roll.
We rolled real
hard.
Real fucking hard.
You know what pink socking is, right?
What?
When you nail somebody in the butthole so hard their ass prolapses and it comes out and it looks like a pink.
What? There's a name for that? People do that?
Some pink socking, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. Anal prolapse. Yep.
You learn something new every day, kids.
The more you know.
That's all I can see in my fucking mind's eye. It's not great.
I feel like they have bad intentions. I feel like
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna fucking experiment on him till he dies.
you've hung out with him twice.
2 days.
The total of like 4 hours, maybe. Typical crazy girl.
I'm uncomfortable with their closeness.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% what's going on.
I don't.
Oh my god, that's not possible. If it's hard boiled, then you can't be born.
I almost just threw my phone to that sliding glass door. It took everything in me to not destroy my home and my phone.
Not sure how Phil became a scientist. He doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed.
Dynatechnics. Nope. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good.
Not for Howard. I recently read something where scientists said we're really close to being able to do what they did in Jurassic Park.
I saw that. I saw where Elon Musk said that.
Isn't that something? Oh shit, he's fucked up.
It was funny. Somebody, like Elon Musk tweeted that, and somebody was like, "We just want health insurance."
Sorry, but
and I was like, "Big facts."
Genius.
Like, yeah, like, boom, yeah.
Truth.
The pink sock has turned on them.
Oh no.
That bitch is fucking doing it. She's acting.
She's acting her little heart out.
Yeah. This is my one shot. Oh, that's that dude.
That's a guy. Should these people even be here? Shouldn't we be evacuating?
Probably not.
Oh, Jennings gone into the duck world. Like a different duck?
An evil duck?
Like a Hitler duck?
Oh no. Mussolini duck? That's a dude.
That is a fucking dude.
God.
There's so many people in this.
So many people.
Unbelievable.
I said Lucas is attached. We got this.
Oh shit, that's a bedazzled fucking jean jacket. Do you love it?
I like it.
You know what? Bedazzle me a leather one and I'll rock it, but not jean. Wow, look at his little... Oh, so much attitude. I can't take you seriously with that fucking outfit, Howard. Whoa, guys, what are you doing to him? Are they molesting him? His little duck body's weird.
That's also a guy.
The thing guy?
Yeah.
I don't recognize.
He was in stuff in the 80s. There's one specific role, like there's a small role that I'm thinking about, but I can't.
Small but memorable?
Yep.
Well, at least they let him put his fucking clothes back on. That seems like a guy, too. Oh, boy.
Oh.
What's she gonna do? Kill the cop?
NWA would love that shit.
That's where they got the idea.
Like, yo, you seen Howard the Duck?
That shit was dope.
I think
I
we
got
got
a
a song here.
something here.
Cube was like, I got this.
Yeah. Oh, that's Timberlake. Different.
All right, so A lot happens in this
A
clip.
lot happens.
Howard fucks up the dude at the club and is like, I'm her manager now. And now, like, I guess they're like he and Caroline and City are roommates. And she has the little outfit on.
We didn't talk about the uncomfortable sex scene.
Yeah. And then,
almost.
all right. So he kind of says something to the effect of like he appreciates the human female form. And she is like, oh, yeah.
She gets all into it.
We weren't excited about it. We were real upset.
She's like, she puts her hand in his like little.
Like his little, because he has this cute little like, not, what do you call, pajamas. His little pajamas. What do you call dude pajamas?
What's that thing?
His dude pajama
like
set. And then he has like a little robe. It's very cute. She puts her hand in and he goes from talking real big to getting really nervous.
Yeah, she seduces the shit out of him. And I thought at the time, like, she's calling his bluff, but like calling it hard.
Yeah, like harder, like it was more than I would have gone with.
It seems like it went from joke to
At one point she touches it and like his little hair, it stands up. And you asked me if that was something that like ducks actually do. So I very unfortunately
duck deep dive.
Pretty much looked up something like signs that a duck is aroused. I didn't know what else to look. I didn't know how else to phrase it.
I love you for that.
But the first fucking article I saw said ballistic penises and corkscrew vaginas. And I was like, I'm out. I am not. We're done.
I just wanted to know about his mohawk.
We're done here. So I'm sorry I didn't get any further information from you.
No, please don't be. I
couldn't. You
went as
too much.
far as you needed to.
Yeah, that was too far. Too much.
And I thank you. Okay, so they have the seduction scene in which nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Puts him in his place, I guess.
And then the two guys
bust in.
Yeah,
and they're like,
the two scientists and Tim Robbins bust in.
We figured it out. The pink sock tube situation.
It brought you
here.
We
were fucking around with stuff, and it accidentally buzzed you from Ducktown here to Earth. So all we have to do is
reverse it.
Buzz you back. Easy peasy.
Flip it and reverse it, like Missy said.
But when they get there, now, is it the two friends or the two scientists that are coming to help that are undressing him and being weird with him on the table?
No. I don't know if they like break into the spot. Like it's something that like I don't think they're supposed to necessarily be in this
science
area. And so the cops show up and the guy that we're like, oh, that's a guy. That's Paul Guilfoyle. He plays Lieutenant Walker. He was Jim Brass on CSI. He was on CSI for years and years.
Okay.
He was in LA Confidential, and then you may know him from Star Trek Discovery.
Definitely no Discovery.
Okay, so he was on that.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of his character.
That's okay.
But he like gets these three cops and they undress him and like they're kind of feeling him up, looking for an opening,
costume.
Right? And they're like, "Dude, we don't think this is a costume." And Carolina City's like at the glass door, being like, "No,
leave
stop
him alone.
it, don't."
Mm-hmm.
The two scientists try to do this thing. We discover that one of the doctors, Principal Rooney, he goes missing when they try to flip it and reverse it, and he goes missing. Oh no, he's gone into the cosmos. Well, then all of a sudden, the cops, I guess they arrest Tim Robbins, or
this scene is muddled to say the best, but the end point is that what was his name? The teacher?
Principal Rooney.
Principal Rooney comes back not as himself.
Mm-hmm. He's acting real weird, and then
switcheroo situation.
He ends up going with Caroline and Howard.
They escape, right?
Yeah,
they get in a van or something.
He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to this thing where I don't. They're going somewhere.
It's not clear."
But he seems real fucked up, and the last thing I would have let his ass do was drive.
Right. Something is the matter with this fella.
Mm-hmm.
So the dark overlord of the universe.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to know his name?
I would.
In the comics, his name is Thog, the Nether Spawn, Overmaster of Somnus. Love it. And it actually
new password. Here we go.
It's actually he who brought Howard down in the comics.
I see. So it wasn't just a freak accident like in the movie.
No.
What's hilarious about Fog is everything. He seems really angry and agitated. He's getting progressively worse.
Hmm.
But he's kind of hilarious and kind of a cool guy to hang out with. He spouts a lot of anger,
Yes.
but like it's harmless anger. You know what I mean? It's like that one idiot friend of yours that's like always saying the wrong thing. So this guy, he's just angry and wants the overlords to fucking.
He wants to bring down more overlord buddies. He's like, we're gonna take over this shit. I've been trying to get here or whatever. We're gonna.
So I guess when Howard was in the facility, this guy accidentally got beamed into this dude's body.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
kind of loose on how that happened.
Yeah, it's not explained well. But now they're on a road trip. It's fantastic.
Road tripping. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and that's gonna take us to our very next clip. The punk, the duck, and the dark overlord of the universe walk into a diner.
They're not at all afraid.
Yeah, like I would be like, whatever you want, bro. Like
Whatever feelings I had for the duck, if this happened, I would be losing my mind.
yeah, I'd be out. I'd be fucking Audi 5000.
Terrified. Fire has become his eyeballs twice. Did you see that Pepsi Cola thing?
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Like, born in the Carolinas.
This is a fucking ridiculous goddamn movie. This fucking sequence has gone on for 45 fucking minutes.
I feel like every single sequence between now and the end is going to be this long. Like, I kind of like his powers. I just wish
Me
he was
too.
More, I kind of wish he was more violent with them.
A lot more violent, and I'm glad that they're all buddies now. Oh, you see what he did there? A little
hand acting.
Hand twitch. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like his hand acting.
I'm gonna be honest. I love the back of his jacket. Do you see that tiger that's growling on the back of Howard's jacket?
There's duck overlords?
Other dark overlords?
Dark. Oh, he wants to be the one and only overlord. I can't. No, I can't.
Filthy scumbucket.
This was made for children. There's
I
no
don't-
way this wasn't made for children.
I like how the two ficus trees, the fake, like,
they're very aggressive with their movements. Whatever the overlord wants, we bend to his will.
Get out of my house.
I wrote this movie. Can you tell?
Jesus.
With such gems as
you
these.
could have done a better job. If we're being honest about things.
Fuck. I don't like those.
Like, what's the
feather
point
holes.
of keeping her alive?
I don't
Is
like
he gonna-
those feather holes.
Is he gonna make her like his unwilling bride? Like, is that why he's keeping her alive? Because I can't think of any other reason.
Think he knows. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Oh
my god.
This became a horror film?
Is this hentai? That's...
Wow.
I really hope I can find a picture of that.
Oh,
for the...
There's no hoping. We will make the picture.
Yeah,
if
we
need
have
be.
to.
My God, Snowy, this fucking diner scene. It is too long. Some bits are awesome, but it's mostly horrible.
It's awful. The first of all, let's talk Joe Roma's Cajun Sushi.
Oh
Okay?
my God.
I mean, it's an Italian guy that owns a Cajun sushi restaurant. As far as what they got breakfast, the breakfast special, the hot plate special.
They went in there and they gave them only breakfast things, but what's hanging throughout the restaurant?
Peking duck.
What the fuck?
Which I believe is Chinese?
Okay. Besides the crazy diner, which I've got to go check this out at some point in my life. Joe Roma's is a real place, right?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think it's real.
This is like when you told me AC/DC was dead.
I
What do you
don't
say?
think Joe Roma's Cajun sushi is real.
We're gonna have to go on a deep dive.
I mean, if not, I'm gonna open one.
I was gonna say, let's go to this diner and record a fucking mini-sode.
I mean, I would love to do that if it was real, but I don't think that it is. Alas.
Fair enough. Besides the fact that this is crazy, it takes a long time to get
An
through
hour and
this
a
scene.
half.
A long time. And so, question, when the guy, what's the principal's name?
Principal Rooney.
Right. So is that guy dead? Like, it's just the overlord inhabiting his body?
No, because he ends up...
Because I couldn't remember that.
At the end
Does
of
he
the
end up
movie,
being
yeah,
a normal
yeah.
human? Then I don't know what the fuck.
It's like he's gaining his power slowly, like through... I don't know if it's through the... I don't understand why being at the restaurant is helping him gain powers. I don't understand it. And then, like... everybody, it's like mob mentality. They fucking turn on Howard.
Real uncomfortably.
Like, there's like these 3 rednecks that like say things like I think like patootie or I don't.
Yeah.
And then they're salting him, and then there's like this like Then this one the chef's he's gonna knife him, and then finally I guess Rooney sort of helps him out because he loses his shit.
He does.
I wish he would have like
His
axed
powers.
everybody. I wish everybody would have been dead. That would have been awesome. Just gruesome blood spatter.
All that's
boom.
left of Joe Roma is just like a little dust cloud. Like
that would have been dope.
But
no.
This is where I have it's really sunk in that this movie doesn't understand what it is.
Oh, absolutely
It neither understands who it's for or what genre it's going for. It's all over the place. It was like Stephen King on cocaine.
But worse, I think. Was George Lucas on cocaine?
It wasn't even fun.
No, it was not even a fun ride. I can't even look at it and be like, oh man, like, all right.
There was confusion and then agitation and anger.
We were real angry.
But finally this fucking scene ends, and what happens next?
Principal Rooney is pretty much totally overcome by the Dark Overlord.
Yeah, he's real pasty.
Thog has like got him.
Yep.
And they
just thogged out.
I hate you.
Me too.
Now I lost my train of thought. I don't even remember anymore.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. Oh, so he pretty much he won't let Caroline and Howard escape.
Now he's got them prisoner.
Yeah, because he wants to use Caroline's body.
That's right.
For one of his
more overlords.
Yeah, and
it can't be Howard. It's got to be a human body
for some reason. I don't. He kidnaps them, I guess, but it seems like they kind of go willingly. They're
still
like
part of the.
They're kind of like we're along for the ride.
Yeah.
Like maybe we don't really know. Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. I mean, I don't even.
We got to go into the next one.
Yeah, which we call tuck and roll, bitch, tuck and roll. She's asleep. She can't be bothered with it. She's like, you know what? I'm so tired and over it. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Now, would you have just tried to jump out? Because I think I would have.
100%.
I don't care that it's going.
I'm gonna take my chances. That or be whatevered by this thing. No, thank you. I'm gonna take my chances.
You know what? Fucking tuck and fucking roll.
Tuck and roll, bitch. Tuck and roll. Yep.
That's definitely a guy. Oh my God, Snoelle! They spent all night building the airplane.
And I love how they spotted them next door. Like, y'all gotta go 20 feet.
Up, Howard. Up.
I mean, it looks kind of fun, though. That
does
look
good.
It
is looking at
Oh, snaps.
This huge billboard of that fucking barbecue sushi places.
You just missed Joe Roma's.
It had like the back end of a cow and its tail.
Like,
I've got to go there. I've got to go there.
Because, like, what she brought them was, like, the breakfast special.
It wasn't
Like, I saw
It wasn't either barbecue or
Cajun
sushi.
nor sushi. Like,
You're right. It wasn't even barbecue. It's Cajun.
yeah.
Oh, that looks like some fucking kinky shit there. Those
That
ropes.
looks real kinky. There's nothing like...
That is not a practical knot.
No.
That's a sex knot.
It's a sex knot, for sure.
Oh my god. No wonder Marvel's ashamed. This is trash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sex knot.
Yep. Sexity. Not.
Looking like a fucking lost boy.
He's so throaty with his sounds. It's so, That's why I have a problem with the German words. There's a lot of... There's a lot of throaty, phlegmy.
Yeah, glottal, yeah.
We don't have that in Espanol.
Roll those R's.
We're way more romantic.
First of all, with the scene, I love that, like I said, he pseudo kidnaps them, and then Caroline's like, you know what? I'm gonna take a nap. I don't even care. I'm gonna go sleep.
You know, a good nap is underappreciated.
I do love a good nap.
Oh,
I can fall asleep most places.
Day nap,
Yeah.
nothing beats it. Smoking a bowl first thing in the morning, fucking piddling around, and then a hard boom snooze into it.
She doesn't even try to escape. So he's got her. Howard, I don't even know how Howard got out of being with them.
Correct, because now he's in an airplane. Or no, not quite.
Not yet. He's next.
He's with fucking Timmy.
He breaks Tim Robbins out of the cop car, or like tries to, and then Tim Robbins climbs out the front window that's down, which
it shouldn't be this easy.
It shouldn't
to escape, police.
And so they go next door, and there is a hand glider airplane situation.
Yeah, they're like, here's an airplane. Let's just build it.
It's not going to take us long. And Tim Robbins still has on handcuffs.
Yes. That's right. So they have to
20 feet away from where all the cops are, crawling with police officers.
Build their own fucking airplane, which, listen, I've built a couple Legos in my day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that easy. And those are plastic toys. So an airplane that flies in the sky.
I do feel like it was partially put together when they found it.
It had to be. I mean, I've played
It was like there was a kit and they were like, let's start from scratch.
I played with those kits with the plane, and then you throw it with your hand, and it does a fun thing.
Yeah.
But that's not an airplane.
You couldn't ride that bad boy.
Not gonna get you to point A.
I'm gonna ride it to safety.
No.
But
they throw it together, and it works just fine.
Yeah, it works fine. The cops finally, after them being over there for literally half the night, and them not realizing that they're missing, I guess, a prisoner, and there's a fucking 3-foot duck walking and talking. The cops finally, as they are taking off, it's the mad chase.
That's
and
right.
It lasts for so long. And then we shoot back to Caroline in the city and Principal Rooney, and they're in the front part, like the car part of an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're in the cab.
And she's like, no.
Yeah, because he's full blown, or almost full blown overlord at this point.
And he's got you said it was so funny you called it the what's his face from Back to the Future, Doc, whatever, his hair, like his.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, totally got his hair. I can't think of his name. Was it just Doc?
Doc.
Okay. And he's going to bring down his Dark Overlord friends.
They gotta get back to the science place.
Where they have the pink socks.
Where Timmy works.
The pink sock machine.
They're like, let's head back to the pink sock
Yeah,
and
got this. And then
I guess they're Tim and Howard are in the plane, and then there's a slapstick type of chase. The duck goes
dun,
in
dun,
the
dun, 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 dun,
water
dun,
like
it's
head first. We're like that's a broken neck.
oh yeah, he 100% would have died. Like she like I think the loud watch, you're like he's gonna drown. Like he's gonna break his neck. Like
And I was like, you're right. That's more important.
It is kind of funny because there's a whole thing about like welcome duck hunters, and he knocks down the
That's
sign and he
right.
like mows over all the duck hunters that are in their boats. It's the same thing 5 times. It's the same clip.
At this point, Howard begins to fly the airplane all on it. Like he's gotten his confidence, and he's gonna fuck with these duck hunters, and that's not bad. I kind of like that a little nod
for sure. Principal Rooney has tied up Caroline in the city.
That's right.
These are not the knots of someone that wants her to stay put. These are, as we put it so genteelly, sex knots.
Now, you would be surprised that I know what a sex knot is. But it's not from personal experience. Nay. It was a professional experience.
Oh my.
I won't say more, but you know. Guys, I'll tell you the story later. It is interessant.
So Principal Rooney he's getting substantially more evil.
By the minute.
And Caroline's just screaming for help in the back of the cab.
She's useless. She's kind of been useless the whole time.
Yeah. The only good thing and probably the best part of this movie was that awesome 80s explosion.
Yes.
It was really a great big explosion. I don't even remember what exploded. I don't even know.
I couldn't tell
I just know that shit went boom. I loved it.
It was glorious.
And then we get to I guess what's going to be our final clip of the film.
This is it. We've made it somehow. Because listen, Snowy,
Lord,
during the live watch, I questioned whether I was going to make it several times.
You're not going to hear this, but there's a point where we talk about, do we ever think we're going to watch a movie that we just turn off partway through?
It was actually a question you posed.
I did. I posed it.
But for the good people.
We stuck it out, powered through.
I can't imagine even a Marvel fanatic more so than you being like, I have to.
I was so excited for this movie.
You really were. And you had a genuine, like, let's do this adventure. And I was there with you. I didn't know anything about it.
Well, let's go into this final clip.
Might as well.
Which we're calling a slow descent into insanity.
He can't get it in.
Is that a common problem, Tim?
Come on, Timmy.
Tim. Come on.
Oh, he got it. Right at the last.
Oh my God.
Probably don't stay like that. Probably keep going around. This music's so triumphant.
It is. And for the scene, like he's gonna die.
Yeah, that's how you drown.
He's gonna break his neck, and he's gonna fucking drown.
You're right. It's not even about drowning at this point.
He's gonna break his fucking neck. Like he's in a Busta Rhymes song.
Wow, that
hydraulics.
Shit is shaky as fuck.
She could have tried way harder. Oh my God,
She's
the Hobbit
just moving her fucking.
This.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Look, all the cows.
This movie just didn't have to be 3 fucking hours long, and this is a great example of why. This scene has been going on 30 goddamn minutes.
It did. You get off?
Me too. I want to get off right now.
Yikes. Zoinks.
Zoinks. Did I do that? Everyone's dead. 100%. I don't understand why he can't swim. That makes me real mad, and it's not logical for me to not like that, but I hate it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. As long as there's no water involved.
or anything taller than him.
Yeah, like it's like I'll get you in the shins, buddy.
Why would he put? Why? Oh God.
Conan, what are you gonna fight?
Conan.
Carter showed me something here.
That did not hurt, bitch.
No.
This is locked.
Yeah, you can't just push a bunch of. What?
That's just a little roundhouse kick will do the trick.
From Howard, the duck.
The 3-foot tall duck. So phallic.
Very. His hair is rad. Ickle.
I was gonna say radical even.
Uh-oh. Nexus
What?
of Summonus. What is
Interesting that was an option on this computer.
The fuck does anything have to do with anything? Disintegrator? Great, we should use it then. It's just the ticket. Uh-oh, here we go. It's got lights, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a little golf cart sort of.
Yeah, golf cart of death. East.
Oh, look at his. You see his little spikes coming out like he's a dinosaur?
East Coast. I wouldn't just go willy-nilly pushing the buttons, guy. You
No.
don't know what any of them do.
Yeah, because the duck's gonna really give it to him.
No. Cool. Good work, guys.
Do you think there'll ever be a movie where we just turn it off halfway through 'cause we can't deal with it? I wanted to do it with this one.
You know, that'll be an RFT first.
Yeah.
We're being true warriors by getting through this.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know what we're gonna do for the recap, to be goddamn honest.
I don't either. Just shit all over this movie. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, Christ, why would that work in any way? Why would that be a shield, if you will?
Because it's metal, Drea.
Oh, right.
Don't.
I'm an idiot.
Clearly.
It's just that I figured the Dark Overlord would have powers that might supersede a satellite dish.
I understand that's what you thought. But come on, let's look at reality here.
I've not been paying attention to the film.
Well, clearly.
Now it's weird science all of a sudden.
He's smoking from the head now, and is he dead? Did he just die? Did Tim Robbins die?
No one's gonna die. That's the unfortunate part.
And the fact that he's like her bandmate's boyfriend as opposed to hers was a real poor writing. Of all the
Decision?
writing, yeah. I was gonna say a flub, but you know. I wonder if his breath stinks. I bet it does.
It's got to stink. I didn't see him use a toothbrush once.
Not the once. God, I'm good.
Genius. She's gonna fuck him.
She's gonna fuck him.
She's gonna fuck that duck.
Ew. His shoes are smoking.
It's up to you. Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's what my dad told me.
What's this?
What's happening? From
Oh yeah.
she's strapped down so loosely.
We've never tested this, but I'm putting all my hopes into it.
He just spit like tobacco that apparently is acid.
Gross.
Howard the Duck.
Oh.
All right.
I can't tell you how many hours this fucking
has
song
gone in rotation in your fucking head.
Christ.
Yeah.
Shoot me now.
It is all right. In this scene, they get to wherever Principal Rooney is, trying to bring his boys down the pink sock.
to
And-
the laboratory
Mhm.
where our homie's a janitor.
But then they get some kind of ray, or it's the. I almost quoted Ghostbusters too. It was like a ray or a mind control device. But it's
If
never been
you
used.
Had a gun to my head right now and said angrily, violently, what happened at the end of this movie? I couldn't tell you. It'd have
You'd
to
be
kill me.
Well, I shan't.
Pull the trigger.
I shan't. There's pretty much Principal Rooney and Howard, I guess, like they go at it, and like not in a sexy way.
Final battle.
Uh,
Whoa. Howard the Dog Part 2 coming at you shortly.
talk about NC-17.
Howard the Duck in Vegas with fucking Nomi.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So they have like a battle, and he uses this never before used ray or whatever it is. And then I don't know if he kills the other overlords or just sends them back up to Overlord planet.
Or
And,
the
like,
overlords
shuts-
didn't get there. Like they got
like they got like partially down.
Yeah.
And then whatever happens.
Partially down the pink sock tube.
Yeah, and they got
That's
shoved back up.
Terrible. I'm so
Or
sorry.
it exploded. I don't know.
I'm so sorry for this overlords now. Before I was like, yeah,
The pink
but
sock
now-
was exploded. And you don't see Principal Rooney for a while. You think maybe he died too, which is
Of
fine.
course.
That's
totally
fine.
fine with it.
But then at the very end, you kind of see that, oh, look, Principal Rooney's fine. And like he's like, everybody's Gucci.
Everyone's
Him,
fine.
Tim Robbins, Caroline, Howard. Yeah, and she thinks, she's like, oh, Ducky, woo, woo. And then all of a sudden, like, he like pops his eyes back open. And you're
That's
like,
right.
oh, praise
Everything's
be.
fine. He gets to go back home, right?
He doesn't.
He has the opportunity.
No, he doesn't. Because
No?
he decides when he puts the blaster on the pink sock.
Go on.
He says, like, he makes some comment about, like,
It's
never
this-
going home.
It's this or nothing.
Yeah, because he knows that if he destroys this thing,
He
he's
can't
never
get
going to get
back.
the chance. But he'd rather do that than have the overlords come and take over everything.
Sure.
So very
What a
selfless.
sacrifice.
Yeah, very selfless move. And then once we realize he's alive, we shoot to a concert.
Yeah, concert time.
It's Cherry Bomb.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb with their #1 hit single,
Howard the Duck.
Bup, bup,
He's-
bup, bup.
Something about straight to my heart. And I guess he's their manager now.
Yeah.
And Tim Robbins is, I guess, a roadie. So at the time, we still thought he was a scientist. And Drea says something like, you left science for this? And I was on board. I was like, yeah, like stupid. And then we realized he was a janitor for
oh
science.
no, we're stupid.
Yeah, he's a janitor for science. So.
Well, okay, your gigs are science janitor
Mhm.
or rock god.
Rock God.
What? Science janitor all day long. Show me the toilets. I will scrub those beakers. What's
Third grader vomit.
Where's all the third grader vomit?
Love it.
Point me in that direction.
Wow.
Rock god.
I can't because I'm being a rock god.
Fucking
Balls-
lame.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. It was rude. My mother listens to this. Now, things that could have made this movie worse.
Is that even possible?
Jay Leno as the Tim Robbins character.
Excuse me?
He was up for it.
Hey, you guys ever hear about this Howard? He's a duck.
I have so many cars. So many cars.
My chin's so big.
As the part of Caroline in the City, Paula Abdul,
No.
Kim Basinger,
What?
Sarah Jessica Parker, Phoebe Cates, Lori Singer, Aunt Becky. Can you believe?
Wow. Aunt Becky. Can't roll yourself out of that.
Aw. And I wanted to, before we go into any of the real talk, I wanted to give you the tagline for the Howard the Duck comics.
Okay.
You're out of luck until you've gone duck.
Mm.
And I love how I couldn't help but bite my lip when I said that.
The way you said it, the swagger that you threw into
You
it.
you thought about it.
I got a little
You thought about it.
warm under the collar. I'm very interested in that duck you were talking about.
Oh, it's peeking.
Wow. Let's just end here. We can't do better.
Oh, God.
But alas, there is one more thing we need to cover.
Yeah, the final thoughts. I'm so upset right now.
Fuck this movie.
This was nothing like I thought it was going to be.
I'm not mad at you in any way, but
I
George Lucas is fucking.
He's got a target on his back now.
What a fucking
Target.
I can't. This. I don't want to have to watch it again.
I'm not.
There's so many questions. So I don't know what happened through 75% of this film.
Nobody
And
does.
I'm not blaming the alcohol, which I had a great time with, and we'll request more in a moment once we're done recording. But holy shit, what a shit show. And not in a fun way.
No, it's awful. It's fucking awful, dude.
Yeah. My goodness, Snowie. We have finally come to
Thank goodness.
real talk. Okay. I fucking hated this.
This movie was garbage. It was a disappointment and a half. It's no wonder that it won 4 Razzies for supporting or whatever supporting star, whatever Tim
I was
Robbins
gonna say
was.
supporting duck.
Use effects, screenplay, and picture. I understand.
Yeah, this was in the shit pile for a reason. Now, not all of them are, and that's why we're doing this beautiful
Exactly.
program. You would be surprised the shit that goes through that we're like, hey, you know what? Some good stuff here.
It's actually a pretty fun little movie.
I had a real hard time. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what I did there? Finding anything I enjoyed other than watching it with you, which, to be honest, is usually enough. But even halfway through this, I had to beg you for more alcohol.
Yeah, like, we were very disappointed.
When we did a little pause and realized where we were, we both looked at each other and were like, oh no.
We can't get through this without more drinks.
We need some help.
Yeah. Indeed. It was not what I hoped for. It wasn't. And so, okay, I don't know if you know this or not, but Howard the Duck, he pops up in a couple of the recent Marvel films.
Yes, I do know.
Okay.
And it felt so fun. And it felt so, it made me so interested in this film.
And I understand where CGI is today, the past 5-10 years, versus 85 when this movie was made.
CGI and effects were not the problem for this film.
And I don't, right, I'm not.
I liked what they did with Howard.
The script was just, it was bad. It was convoluted.
The script was bad. The actors weren't great with what they were given. I mean,
Tim
I can't
Robbins
blame
was at his
them.
worst. Because we know Tim Robbins can act his ass off.
Absolutely.
I mean,
this is early on in their career. So, I mean, Caroline was, 18 or whatever?
Well, no, but here's the thing. The same year, though, or maybe, no, the year before is when Back to the Future came out.
Oh, so there's no excuse.
But I also almost like, with how we had in Showgirls, where the director was like,
that's right.
Yo, this
Wouldn't
was
let him deviate.
I told them how to act this. They acted this on my, right.
You got to do it. Yeah.
So I wonder how much of that is to blame, because Tim Robbins, he has no excuse. That's not.
I have been deeply disappointed by George Lucas from the prequels. And I know there's a lot of feelings and thoughts out there, but I am on that camp of the original trilogy masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
The origin of what we know as sci-fi today. in essence.
100%.
But it's one of those one good idea fellas, Mr. Lucas. And within that realm that he created, he could not do better or more or fun or great. He tried, and we got the prequels, and it wasn't all bad. For me, Revenge of the Sith
Oh,
was
that was the best one by far, yeah.
film, and some really good stuff in that movie. It's not consistent and it's not great, but the best of the prequels for sure. This hot garbage, the fact that he was behind it, uh, such a letdown. This could be a lot of fun. This could be so just fucking. It could have been cool.
It's one of those, and we've had this conversation before about movies, them constantly wanting to redo good movies, and we are part of that brigade saying no, redo the bad ones.
For
this one
sure.
could be redone, and I think if it was stayed true, because the comics were actually done in the style of like Deadpool.
What? Well, that's a whole different fucking thing.
It's yeah, I mean,
Look at that. Fuck you. So much more angry now. So you know what? This could easily be remade.
100%.
And it would not be difficult to supersede its origins.
Not at all.
Which should lead us to a little rating.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now, Snowy, I think I know what you're gonna say, but I'm not 100.
I think I know what you're gonna say. I'm not 100.
Okay. Should we say it at the same time?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
0.
Oh boy, that would be a big ol'
goose egg.
I was gonna say duck egg.
Oh, that's so much better. I'm sorry. God damn it.
No, I liked it. You're right. We've been overwhelmed by duck puns, so the fact that your brain is like, fuck you, no mo, makes sense to me. So you're 0, I'm 0. That's 11.25.
0.
I meant 0. I was testing you and you passed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aces.
Oh boy, I am glad to leave this one behind and go
Me too.
on to our next segment, which is
Sombrero. Oh,
Bigs.
not on sync. Not on sync.
It still works. That's the beauty. All right, Snowy, I believe it is your turn to pick.
Indeed it is. And next week's film is going to be Passion Play.
Passion Play.
That movie I just put in?
Yes. Look at that. Wait, would you look at that?
Can't do anything but laugh. So what I'm going to put back in is Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall. Tell me about this guy.
80s, apparently Death at the Mall.
The Death of the Mall.
No, Death at the Mall.
You mean the mall is the killer?
I'm not sure. I've never seen it.
Wow.
I like the name.
Wow.
And I've read loosely.
Ooh, my goodness. The dangers of reading loosely. Well, then I guess we'll be seeing that one next time.
Look forward to it in 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah. Go ahead and put it in your queue. That one's coming up next.
We'll tell you where it's available in the social medias.
We're kidding, Sombrero. You're just being real obnoxious 2021.
Yeah, it is.
But what a fucking time and a half. Guys, thank you for joining us. I had a blast in this recap.
I suffered through the live watch. Like, I had a good time because like we were hanging out, but that was, even today I texted you after I had done like all my notes and everything, and I was like, that was difficult. Like, I did not enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not anticipate the amount of fun I was going to have during this recap.
You know, I Didn't also, but am glad.
Yeah.
It
So
more
show.
than made up for it. And it makes me have hope for the future.
If anything, in this podcast, if you can't get hope in the future, what can you get?
You know what? Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
All right, Barack, calm down.
If only I had those Michelle guns. I have Medea arms.
On that note, we're out. Thank you so much. Holler at us. realfuntimespodcast@gmail.com. realfuntimespod.com. Don't forget the www.
Don't forget it. It will fuck you over. Also, like us, rate us, review us, and don't forget to tell.
Who you can tell this week? I want you to tell your mail person.
Oh, the mailman / woman.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity.
Mail person.
I hope they have those cute little hats and their shorts, the little bag.
A FedEx driver would work, or Amazon driver would work as well.
You know what? Equal opportunity.
Yeah.
That's right. You deliver, we think.
All right. On that note, we will see you guys next week.
Quack, quack.
Bye. God damn it.
Thank you for listening to Real Fun Times, your favorite movie podcast.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Fun Times. REELFUNTIMES. Real Fun Times is produced by Drea Age, Rose Age, and Noelle Phelps. The thoughts and opinions expressed herein are solely those of the individual hosts, nobody else's. No one's.
Real Fun Times is not affiliated with or connected to any of the motion pictures, music, or other clips played within this podcast. All movie clips and music included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respective copyright holders. They're included here for review purposes, and absolutely no infringement is intended.
And lastly, a tip of the hat and a sincere thank you to our friend, Autopsy Summer Camp, for our rad outro music. To hear more of his offerings and collaborations, check him out on Instagram at Autopsy Summer Camp.
Oh, wow. This is
I
quite
need
the
a drink.
pill to swap. More drinking. Let's pause.
Okay.
No! We're not even halfway!
What? Why? There's no way this movie isn't almost over.
There's so much more!
An hour 50? Why?
Is this the director's cut? Extended edition?
Fucking Lucas!
You actually did it again!